Hi guys, hey, Philip here with Authentic Imaging, and in this video I'm going to talk about pointing domain names to your website. Is there any benefit to it? Does it help increase your search engine ranking? So if you've purchased a lot of domain names pointing to your current website, this video will help answer that question. So let's take a look. So purchasing rich keyword domain names with just the intent to just point them to your existing website in hopes of getting ranking, you don't truly get credit for that. Okay, search engines do not give you credit for just buying specific keywords just to point it to your website and give you credit. The only time you get credit is if an existing website that has that rich keywords that you've purchased provides relevant content that already ranks in Google, then if that website is directly pointed to your website, then you're going to get the credit. So if your intent is to help boost your ranking, just purchasing the domain and having it point to your website will not necessarily give you the credit unless you create a whole full-blown website with relevant information that has links pointing to your website. In order to point a domain to a website correctly, you have to set up what's called a 301 redirect, which is a technical term for search engines telling them that, hey, I want to permanently redirect this link domain to this other domain. Okay, and what that does is it does not necessarily give credit to the passing domain. So if it's not giving credit to the passing domain, search engines, it won't factor into your ranking. Okay, don't get too disappointed. There are some benefits of purchasing keyword domain names and pointing it to your website. So let's say if you have an odd domain name that is really hard to pronounce, okay, it then makes total sense to, purchase a domain name that, you can easily point to and have people use that domain name to find that domain, okay? The other thing is if you have a really long domain name and it's so hard to type, it then makes sense to, either purchase a new domain name that's pretty short and then have it point to that domain name. So another one is if your domain name is really difficult to spell, and in most cases people are misspelling the domain name, it totally makes sense to either purchase how the domain name is misspelled. That way you can just have it pointed to your domain. Okay. And then the last thing will be purchasing a domain name just to make sure your competition doesn't have it. Rich key domain names. So like, the .org, .net, .me, extensions, you purchase all those just to make sure it's secure and it's under your branding such that, you won't have your competitor purchasing that and using that as their brand. So in a nutshell, purchasing, rich keyword domain names does not necessarily benefit you in search engines ranking, but rather it secures you such that your competitor does not get the chance to purchase those keywords. So comment below if you still got questions for me. Please don't hesitate to reach me, Philip at Authentic Imaging, and I'll be glad to answer any questions for you. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, whichever channel this is, please subscribe to my channel, follow me, and I'll be sending more insightful videos like this your way. Bye now.